Hi everyone, I am very excited today as I have finally got the searchable drop-down feature added in my Excel. It's been a long wait since it was announced, but the wait has been worth it. Earlier, in order to enable searchable drop-down list, there was no direct feature. Rather, we had to take help of VBA or Excel formulas. So, let's have a look at this really cool and amazing new feature. Making drop down list is just the same as before as we used to do. What has changed is the added new functionalities, right? So here we have the list of test playing nations and we wish to make a drop down from this list here. So how we used to make a drop down list, we used to go to the data tab and we used to click on this data validation option. Then instead of any value we will select list option, and as our source we will specify this list here, right, and click on OK. So we have our drop down list created here and we can make selections from this drop down. So what has been added, so if I start typing I here, we are getting this filtered list of nations in which we have India starting with I, again Ireland starting with letter I, and also West Indies in which the second word, that is Indies, is starting with I. So we can again make selections from this. If I now select India, we are getting India here, correct. Now what we will do is, for our drop down list we will change the source range, right? So we will again go to data tab, data validation, and we will change our source range, which will include 3 more additional cells, additional blank cells actually, right, and let's click on OK. So earlier what used to happen is, if we include those blank cells, we used to see them as well in our drop down list, right? But now if we try to make selections, you can see that we can no more see those blank cells here, right? So another feature that has been added and which is really good is that our drop down list now ignores those blank cells, right? So now let's say tomorrow Nepal starts playing test cricket, so we add Nepal here. And remember this cell has been there in our drop down list, in our source range, right? So ideally we should see Nepal here, and we can see Nepal here, right? Our drop down list got updated, and if we remove Nepal from here, we will no more see Nepal in this drop down list, correct? So this is again another very good feature that has been added. Another new feature that has been added in drop down list is that, let's say in place of Australia, I again write India here. So India is repeated 2 times in this range here, correct? Now let's see what will happen in our drop down list. So here you can see that India is repeated only 1 time, that is the duplicate values are ignored, right, and Australia is no more here, correct? So these are some of the new features that have been added, and if I now again press Ctrl Z, so we can see Australia again added to this drop down list. So we will now list out all the features of drop down now, just as a recap. So searchable, and then another feature was that ignore blanks, right, and then the third feature was that no duplicates, right? So these are the 3 features that have been newly added. So now let's move on and have a look at one more example. So here we have a drop down list of companies which are listed in NSE or BSE, and here we have some details with regard to the selected company here, like price to earnings ratio, market cap, year in which the company was incorporated, 52 weeks high, 52 weeks low, the industry in which the company operates, and the number of employees which work in the company. And we also have a brief description of about that company, right? And in order to extract all this information, we have used the stocks data type, which is only there in Excel 365. And if you want me to make a dedicated tutorial on stocks data type, do let me know in the comment section. So if I now start typing, let's say Reliance here, so we will get a filtered list of all the companies which have the word Reliance in them, right? So we are getting companies from NSE as well as from BSE, right? So if we click on Reliance Industries, the whole information got updated here, right? The industry is oil and gas, and the complete information got updated, correct? And suppose we wish to see companies which are only from NSC, so we will, if we just type NSC here, you can see that we got the list of companies which are there only in NSC. So if I now change this NSC from here to, let's say, oxygen, so I don't know if you're aware of the fact that during pandemic the stocks with the word oxygen in them skyrocketed, just due to the fact that they included the word oxygen in them. So if I now select National Oxygen Limited from here, the information got updated. And this is how you can use the feature of searchable drop down list in your dashboards, in your day-to-day Excel work, which includes the use of drop down list, right? So this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new from this video, and I hope that if you have Excel 365, this feature of searchable drop down list gets added to your version of Excel as well very soon, right? So thank you so much for watching this till the end if you have, and please do subscribe to this channel for more such videos. I will attach the link of this Excel sheet in the description box below. So thank you, and let's meet in more such upcoming videos.